Hello, Roger. Welcome back to Mortgage Talk. How are you today?
I'm absolutely buzzing.
Brilliant. Okay, so it's an exciting day, and can you just tell everyone why?
Sun's shining.
Well, that as well.
And it's the launch of 95% for first time and second time buyers.
Okay, so we're going to ask a few questions in relation to this because there's got to be a lot of questions going around online.
Absolutely.
So, who is the scheme firstly available to?
So anybody who wants to purchase their first or is actually a home mover. However, there's a few restrictions. If you currently own a buy to let or you actually own the name of other properties, you won't qualify for it.
Okay, so just to clarify, how much is the loan amount for, and what's the minimum deposit required?
It's 5% from your own source and it's 95% up to £500,000, which is 500,000.
Okay, and is there like a maximum threshold for the loan on the property price, for example?
It will literally be, so we do very quick maths, be 450 on 500,
Okay,
which is a
that's
maximum,
brilliant.
and you
And
can't have any fees.
okay, so you mentioned briefly about the restrictions. So just to break that down, because I'm sure this will be a question that we get over and over again. So you're not allowed to have a pre-existing property.
Absolutely.
It's not for remortgaging. If
Absolutely.
you can't remortgage with it, you can't be a part of the help to buy scheme on another property.
Absolutely. And interestingly, you cannot use this scheme on new build properties. It's only second hand.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think the shift's been towards looking at the second-hand property market?
Because the government really supports, help to buy supports a new build sector anyway. So you'll be competing with your own product. So that'll be, well, there's no point in doing that. There's no need to.
Yeah, well, that's very, very true. So there's restrictions on, you can't do like a shared equity scheme either.
No,
Is that
straightforward.
correct?
Just 95%. That's it. Your deposit has to be funded by yourself and you can't exceed 95% on the property. Now, currently, the two lenders which have come out today supporting this, I'm sure others will follow, are Halifax and HSBC. So two very good names. Again, it's very important to actually mention that there is an enhanced credit score at 95%.
Okay, can you clarify what this actually means, enhanced credit score?
It's more difficult to get through because obviously the risk is higher. So if you've had missed payments or you've got an element of adverse credit behind you, unfortunately, it's unlikely that you can actually move forward on this. But having said that, don't turn around and say no. Ask the question, reach out to the industry and see what can be done.
So just to break that down, so it's just basically to see whether you can afford the cost of the repayments, and also to see whether any existing loans that you have in place are actually factored into that as well.
Yeah, but it's also how well you've actually kept up to date your actual credit situation. So you haven't actually been behind on your mobile phone, you haven't been behind on your your credit card, your loans being paid on time, etc. And also you don't have too much debt in relation to your salary. That's something else which is obviously factored into a lot of credit scoring nowadays. If you've got a high exposure on your credit cards, okay, then some lenders won't obviously lend to you.
Okay, and interesting, can people that are actually retired take up this scheme?
Okay, the answer to that is that taking this into a retirement scenario would be very difficult, because you've got to look at the ability to actually pay it back in the term, and obviously affordability, all factors taken into consideration. Again, not every case is the same, so it's very difficult to say a blanket no. Again, reach out and see what can be done, but you would need to obviously have a substantial income or some sort of method of repaying it back.
Okay, that's brilliant, Roger. So can you just recap for our viewers the criteria, just so we completely and utterly put it out there in black and white,
Okay,
what the scheme involves?
Right, very, very quickly, 95% up to 500,000, max loan 450, enhanced credit score, has to be your own funded deposit, available on second-hand properties only. Current supporters are Halifax and HSBC. Others will no doubt follow.
That's brilliant, Roger. Thank you so much for your time today.
Cool. See you later. Bye.
Bye.